All right, so welcome everyone. This is the 9th annual Madison Poetry Slam. How does everyone feel for that? How does everyone feel about me? Yeah, ego boost. All right, so gotta introduce myself, of course, because I'm up here. Shaba Woodley. This is about my 4th or 5th time up here. I love it. I love doing it. Love hearing all the new poetry. Every one of you are really, really good, regardless of who wins. Every one of you is a winner for coming up on stage. It's brave. It takes a lot of bravery to do that. Trust me, my first time I was shaking. So don't be scared. Just have fun and enjoy yourselves. All right, and now I'm going to introduce the judges over there. They're going to be judging you. But they will be nice while they're doing it.
No, they're not going to be nice.
They'll be nice about it, okay? They'll tell you why. No, they won't. All right. So first off is Trevor Blacken.
Woo, Trevor.
How you doing? Trevor spent 1.5 years traveling around the world, writing and performing poetry. It became a livelihood when his savings ran out in England. And he discovered that he had no choice but to talk his way out of it. He builds geodesic domes and towers now, which he likes to think of as frozen poetry. Ooh. All right, hey. All right. Next up is Jeff Johnson.
No, I have to go here, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, that's...
They didn't sit in that order.
Oh yeah, you messed me up. I'm all messed up right now. All right, Saba Salim. There she is. Raise your hand. She graduated from Madison in '09 and is now a senior at Portland State U. She is a poet, Poet Slam alumna, and runs a blog with 7 whole readers. She has future plans to expand that to 10 by the end of the year. That's a huge goal. Yeah. A little more than 33%. That's good. All right. Next is Jeff Johnson. I got it right. All right. Jeff has participated in all of Madison Slams. He's published 2 books of poetry. The first, All of the Best Poets Sit in the Smoking Section, is a collection of some of his shorter poems. His other published work, Visions of a Cheeseburger Goddess. She is a great goddess. Contains some of his longer poems. He has also completed his first screenplay. Okay, Marsha Truman. Her one claim to fame is that she is a distant cousin to Emily Dickinson, which she discovered through Ancestry.com. That is not an ad plugin at all. And let's see here, Laura Winter. All right, Laura is a librarian and poet. Most recently, she had some poems published in Stumptown Underground. In the past, she has had poems published in many publications like Nosedive Stanza, River City Review, and Riot Girl Vancouver. She has spoken to audiences at the annual PDX Zine Symposium, the Downtown Omaha Lit Fest, and the American Library Association Annual Conference. There you go. All right, I'm going to have Mrs. S. come up here and talk about the rules and scoring.
Thank you, Shaba. Didn't you have something about the mystery musical interlude person?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Selena Calderon.
All right, so we have Selena Calderon is our beatboxer providing musical interludes tonight. So every time you hear her, I want you to to feel it, all right?
Yeah.
Are you going to feel it? Yeah. All right. She's going to do it.
Yeah, see? Isn't that cool?
Almost want to freestyle to that.
She's hiding. She's a mystery beatboxer. Okay. I'm Nancy Sullivan, the librarian here at Madison High School. Yay! Thank you. I love being the librarian at Madison High School. It's the best job in the world. I'd like to remind everyone that tonight's slam is a qualifying event for the 2nd annual Verselandia All Portland Public Schools High School Poetry Slam. Woo! very exciting. I want to thank all the poets, judges, friends, family, librarians, classroom teachers, and everyone that's not in any of those categories for coming. Thank you so much for coming. So briefly, this is what will happen tonight. We'll run 2 rounds of competition. Each poet will perform in random order and receive scores from our esteemed judges who you just met. The math guy, Kevin Sprager here, will do math. He'll drop the top and bottom scores and add the remaining 3. At the end of the first round, we'll have an intermission where we'll eat yummy treats, and then we'll run a second round. And I don't know the total number of poets that we have signed in. Is somebody signing in right this minute? Is it 23? Wow. We have 23 poets. So I would say probably the top 14 will go on to the second round. Lots of math will happen over here with the math guy, and then we'll announce our first, second, third place winners. 4th and 5th place winners are our alternates for Verslandia, so they're going to place as well. And but really, every single person who gets up here is a winner. You guys are all super awesome. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to turn it over to Shava. He's going to introduce our sacrificial poet. We're going to go do a whole thing. Oh, there's a 3-minute time limit for poets. They know that. You guys all read the rules, right? Okay. Of course. Don't go over 3 minutes. All right, Shava!
Yes, I like the clapping. All right, so next we're going to invite our sacrificial poet up here. They're going to get the judges, adjusted. It's been a while. It's been about a year, right? All right, so we're going to get you fixed into doing that. Then we're going to have the math guy practice his math as well. All right.
It's been about a year.
It's been about a year. When's the last time you do math, right? You did math.
Poetry slam.
Okay. All right. But that's what math is good for, right? Poetry.
Poetry.
All right. So who's coming up and being our sacrificial? Maxwell.
Hi, I'm Max. I got a little poem on my phone. Color is emotion and representation. What was once bright as a child's innocence in red and yellow and blue, I find has, over the years, darkened to a bleaker hue. Some things take it to a sparkling silver or shining gray, but my color wheel darkens every day. I'm not sure what causes this dark sensation, though if I did, would it really matter? What happens within me is its own fixation, but makes me all the sadder.
All right. Now we're going to hand it off to the judges. All right, yeah. That was great. All right.
I thought you were going to read the numbers.
That's Laura, right? Laurel. All right, Laurel has...
You could just be 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, Judge 1 has 7.0. Judge 2 is 7.6. Judge 3 is 8.6. Judge 4 is 7.5. Judge 5 is 7.4.
I already did. It's 22.5.
You have to make sure he gets all the numbers.
Okay, 22. That is some math. Woo. He knows what he's doing. All right. Our first poet is going to be Alex. Come up.
Hi, my name is Alexander Cruz, and this is Where the Sidewalk Ends. I'll walk with you just to be with you, but I know I'll see where the sidewalk ends. I'll follow you into the dark if you want me to, and I'll see you, or excuse me, jump right off the edge just to see you. I'll be your giving tree. Take what you need and you can leave. 'Cause I sang with the birdie and it told me if you love someone, sometimes you gotta let them go and set them free. And I can hardly breathe because I don't know what I'll be without you, baby. And now you can finally say goodnight, moon, because when you wake up at 9 in the afternoon, I'll just be a dream. we finally reached where the sidewalk ends.
Yeah. Hey. Hey. You ever freestyle? Next one. All right. All right. Judge number 1, 6.3. Judge number 2, 6.1. Judge number 3, 5.8. Judge number 4, 7.0. Judge number 5, 7.6. You don't tell me what to do. You're not my real mom. All right.
19.4.
19.4. All right, good. Let's go. All right, next poet up is. Thank you. Next poet is Liliana Barchers.
Hi, my name is Liliana Barchers, and I'll be saying To Earn a Wish. If I were a single drop of water in the river of time that cuts away from the banks of the earth and leads oasis across the lands, that river that runs between the heart and the mind and creates two kingdoms on the same soil, the river that flows with such harmless power and sings to the refuge of stranger. If I could be a part of that great immortal force, even the smallest drop, then I would be part of the purest and the sweetest and the strongest and the gentlest water above all other waters in all the rivers of all the world. And maybe I would float to the ocean. Thank you.
Yo, I'm at Madison. Yo, I'm up on the stage. I'm on the stage. Was that good? All right. Better clap like it was good. All right. I'm here all night. So. All right, Judge 1 is 6.4. Judge 2 is 6.3. Judge 3 is 6.8. Judge 4 is 8.0. Judge 5 is 7.0. All right. Thank you. All right, and the score is?
20.2.
20.2. Our next poet is Anna. Oh, sorry. It's okay. Anna LaCourse. All right, yeah, let's go.
Hammock. Sitting in a hammock on a warm sunny day, but being Oregon, the ground is still wet. The ropes leave a lattice on our clothes. They are not the only backsides with a secret imprint. We have built each other up to tear each other away, trying to construct stronger cores to burst through the covers. I pulled your cover away to find your words. In doing so, I revealed myself. I found myself in your hands. I had suspected, but never known, hoped, but always worried. I found myself in your arms, intertwined, fingers, minds, hearts, strings of the hammock. Together each supports the other, pulling and giving, uplifting together, even in swaying, even in rain, always intertwined and interdependent. But there are holes. We sometimes slip, sometimes get caught, but we pull each other through and remain intertwined until something wears thin. Our hands hold not tight, our grips wane, we fall as though pushed through the cracks and the holes. We have built each other up to tear each other away, demanding too much, giving too little, fraying until we snap, broken and irreparable, parts lost forever, unraveling, a growing void through which to fall, but still intertwined.
All right, next beatbox, I'm gonna ask her to do something slow, then I can start singing. Next one, okay, we're good, all right. First judge is 7.1. Judge number 2 is 7.5. Judge 3 is 8.6. Judge 4 is 7.3. Judge 5 is 8.7. Go. It's a hard one, huh? You carry the one, remember that.
Wait. It's 24.4. Huh? 24.4.
24.4. And for the next poet? Oh. Yeah. Isabella Trent.
I'm Bella Trent, and this poem's called Halloween Socks. Tomorrow, I will wear Halloween socks, and millions of people will die. People who eat chicken noodle soup and own goldfish and do laundry. And they won't die because I'm inappropriately wearing Halloween socks. They will die because that's the way someone said things were supposed to go. Tonight, I will feel everything. Every sting and pleasure and raindrops. And I will do this because tomorrow I will wear Halloween socks. And they may be the last pair of socks I ever wear. Life is a miraculous thing, a horrendous thing. Something that is so large and incomprehensible that we forget it's happening. Right now, it's happening. And yes, every day we suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. We cry, we bleed, we hurt, and we feel alone, and we proceed. Because the alternative would be too much to bear. But we breathe. Do you hear me? We breathe. We create our own life and unfold our own destiny. Can't you see the miracle? No? Neither did they, the people who died today and will tomorrow. They blinked and they missed it. They sped through their chicken noodle soup, burning their throats because they had some place to be. They missed their own life, their own beautiful life. And now they're somewhere else where they don't have to breathe or do laundry. And do you know what? They're sad. They wish they could come back and tell you how beautiful everything is, but they can't, because that's the way somebody thought things were supposed to go. And so you and I have got to figure this out for ourselves. If Halloween socks are the last pair of socks I ever wear, I will regret nothing. I will learn to love chicken noodle soup and let it cool. I will buy a goldfish and feed him daily. I will learn to do laundry and always check the pockets. And I will always have a fresh pair of Halloween socks.
All right, first judge is 8.5. Second judge is 8.3. Judge number 3 is 9.8. Judge number 4 is 8.5. Got it? Judge number 5 is 9.0. What's the hottest dance out right now? What? Harlem Shake? Oh, that Harlem Shake. Because I was saying, like, Harlem Shake was, like 10 years ago. Like, we're not doing that. All right. Maybe later. All right. Oh, it's 26? 26. All right. Next poet is going to be, open it first, Beth Stanwood.
So this poem's called Widow. She sits upon her silken throne, her body gleaming proud. She picks her prey and drags him in and snares him in her shroud. She sits there waiting patiently until his struggles cease. She creeps along so silently, preparing for her feast. She grabs him almost instantly. His final breath he takes is coated in the stench of all his damned past mistakes. His lover chosen pointedly, he took a fatal step that ended disappointingly with him stuck in her trap. She sinks her fangs in hungrily, her pearly venom gleams, and drinks the life right out of him. She listens while he screams. Moving back into her seat, her belly bulging full, his body dropping from her web, she cries, God rest his soul.
All right, judge number 1 is 8. Judge number 2 is 8.4. Judge number 3 is 9.5. Judge number 4 is 6.9. Judge number 5 is 7.0. It's okay, I got this one. Boom.
Boots and cats. Boots and cats and boots and cats and
Boots and cats, boots and cats. I got it, yeah. All right, got it? 23.4. And our next poet is Jake Martin.
All right. So there's a poem I wrote. It's called Military Man. I was raised by a military man. He is my biggest fan. He showed me how to salute and how to shake hands. He doesn't care about the new fashion fad or what us kids think's rad. He says, don't ever look down, be proud. Take pride in standing out from the crowd. He tells me to own up to my mistakes, for without mistakes, there is no growth. He preaches to me to always stand tall, even when you feel like you're about to fall. Without my dad, I'd be close to insanity, because the only thing you really need in life is some sort of family. And when she walked out, he stayed. My dad's a military man, and I'm his biggest fan.
She asked me how can I resist doing the Harlem Shake. It's like not even trying. I'm not even trying not to do it. All right. It's very hard.
You will
I won't. All right. So we're ready. Judge 1 is 7.8. Judge number 2 is 8.5. Judge number 3 is 7.9. Judge number 4 is 7.8. And judge number 5 is 7.5. Oh, I'm impressed. You don't see it, but she's looking at me like she wants to battle. What's up? Because you don't even know. All right. 23.5. All right, our next poet coming up is Amanda Vickery.
Inside, I'm just a girl, screaming to find my smile. Within myself, I have doubts, just like everybody else, but I know my future has sunlight. Deep in the night is where my soul lays, being the moon, guiding you into life. When you're in the dark and have broken hope, thinking you're alone, I'll appear, giving you something more. Not because I want to, but because I know you deserve it. Nothing you say can change that fact that sinks deep into my heart, and you need to hear somebody say, don't be afraid of that pain you feel. It can be turned into something beautiful that you created, nobody else. You can take flight, but that's your choice in your life. And all you need to do is believe in strength. You may have not known it, but you have always had. Also, there's one last thing I need to say. That is, when I whisper, I love you, that may not be enough, but I mean it forever and always.
All right. Now all the next poets, just, everyone's doing good, everyone's calm. Now I was a little bit nervous up here at first too, like a moment ago. If you didn't really see, but I almost forgot how to count up to 5 for a second. I'm like, shoot, they're looking at me. What's after 4? All right. He knows what's after 4. All right. First judge is 6.8. Judge number 2 is 6.4. Judge number 3 is 7.2. Judge number 4 is 5.5. And judge number 5 is 7.7. Got it. 20.4. We're so delicate and elegant and cool. All right, so the next poet up is Matilda Thomas.
What happened to you isn't my fault. It's not like I left you alone for weeks or months. Just a few measly days. I can count them easy. 1, 2, 3. 3 days that I wasn't there hovering over you. You looked strong. You looked happy, healthy, new. How do I stop from blaming myself when I was the one that found you? I remember the scene like a kid remembers their first nightmare. Clouds crowded the sun until gray engulfed the world. The door unlocked easily as I slipped inside. At first, I didn't notice anything was wrong. I dropped my bags on a chair. I crossed the kitchen for a glass of water. It was then that I saw you. Your complexion had turned a sickly yellow-brown, crumpled in on yourself, lifeless and limp. It was all I could do to stifle my scream. I turned away. How was I supposed to face this reminder of mortality? I was horrified. I had to calm down, but what was I supposed to do? I couldn't call anyone. They'd know it was my fault, and besides, you were beyond help by now. I had to turn back. I had to dispose of the carcass. You wouldn't fit in the house trash can. You were bigger than you were alive and full of light, but even now, a shriveled shell of your former self, you were still hefty. The dumpster out back. It was the only choice. I had to get you out before anyone noticed. The garbage bag was barely big enough, especially since I left you arranged as you were the moment you'd given up, life slowly evaporating from your incapable self. I tried to look innocent as I dragged the dead weight of guilt behind me, swathed in black plastic. Lifting the dumpster lid was a struggle, and tears began to flood forth as I dropped you in, the dull thud of goodbye echoing in my ears as I ascended the stairs back to an empty house. You were my last, and you'll always be my first. House plant.
All right. You can keep on going. You ready? All right, okay. We're ready now. Psych! All right, so Judge 1 is 8.3. Judge 2 is 8.5. Judge 3 is 9.5. Judge 4 is 8.0. Judge 5 is 8.6. Woo! Go math guy. Go math guy. Nah. Oh, you done? Gotta go slower next time. All right.
25.3.
25.3, okay. All right, next poet up is Alicia Rogers.
I hate so many things about you. I hate how you look, how you dress, how you act. I hate what you did to me. I hate how you treated me, what you said and what you did. I hate that you got in my head. I hate that you made me trust you. You made me believe you trusted me and that you cared. I hate that you lied. I hate that you took the one thing I wanted most and used it against me to get what you wanted most. I hate that you used me. As soon as you got what you wanted, you cast me aside. I never meant anything. You never cared. I hate that you're so immature, that you were so quick to judge me and cast what I wanted out the window just because you didn't want it. I hate how you made me feel incomplete without you, like I needed you. I hate how you messed with me. You said, I love you, in order to get what you wanted. But as soon as I said it and I meant it, you decided you didn't believe in love. I hate how you dragged me on for months, making me believe you wanted me too, making me believe that you would give me what I wanted. You never had any intention to. I hate you. I always will. You made me love you, and then you pushed me out. You never communicated. You never spoke. You only used and lied.
All right. I'm only a little bit taller. That's only like that much. All right. All right. First is 7.2. Second judge is 6.6. Judge number 3 is 6.1. Judge number 4 is 6.8.
Better reread them.
Okay. We're going to do this all over again. All right. Judge number 1 is 7.2. Judge number 2 is 6.6. Judge number 3. 6.1. Oh, wait. I got this. I can do it. It doesn't count unless you put the paper up. 6.1, yeah! All right. Judge number 4 is 6.8. Judge number 5 is 7.0. All right. Yeah, good. All right.
20.4.
Huh?
20.4.
20.4, all right. All right, so next one up is Erica Morris.
I see you now, I see you there, shooting stars surrounds. We stand in the ocean of grass, clinging to our ankles, letting neither of us leave. Or do we not leave? For the sparkling memories in our eyes catch each other's glance. Our hand moves swift, as if a puppeteer catches our strings in thin air. We want to hold one another, yet the shadows of tomorrow intertwine between us. The sun begins to shine like a bright smile, but this smile isn't right. Its teeth, claws, and scratches the mountains which we stand. The stars run away as the strings that have us captured moves us away from each other. Yet then, that star we wished upon makes the puppeteer disappear. We may be falling, yet we hold one another, and all is okay as we hit the blue skies below. But because, after all, it's just a dream of a small child asleep in their bed wishing for mommy and daddy to become one again.
All right. You want to dance? You don't want to dance? Looks like you do. Okay. Chair dancing, chair dancing, chair dancing. That's a YouTube sensation right there, dancing in your chair. All right. All right. So, judge number 1 is 6.1. Judge number 2 is 7.8. Judge number 3 is 7.2. Judge number 4 is 6.5. Judge number 5 is 6.7. All right. As long as I remember 5, I know I make it. Right? So I'm happy. All right, good. 20.4. Special welcome, James Lang.
This is I could have. I could have said something. I could have ignored them. The taunting voices that haunted my dreams, the echoing words of hate and sinister mockery that consistently lowered my self-esteem day by day. I could have notified an adult, but I couldn't hide the bruises. I couldn't flash the scrapes and burns. A malevolent tongue in my head telling me, "You're not worth it. You're not worth shit." I could have held the temptation to take music off Big Brother's laptop without his permission. I could have kept my snarky words to myself and my chapped lips shut. I could have avoided crunched up knuckles flying towards his lanky body. I could have called a copper after the brawl. When I could no longer get up, I felt the welting bruise upon my head. I could have hidden that with a warm beanie. I could have wiped away the ever-flowing tears that spilled from my eyes like a broken beaver dam. I could have kept it to myself. I could have stayed with my first sweetheart. Want to be on antidepressants. I could have taken a hint to realize that a different young lady had no intention of being my muse. I could have politely opposed inhaling burning cannabis and nicotine filling my lungs. I could have resisted the consumption of various intoxicants. I could have asked what that pill was before I washed it down with H2O. I could have ignored my inner curiosity about shrooms. I could have avoided past experiences. I could have done some of these things. I could have avoided some of the others. And if that were the case, I'd have little to no material for this poem. Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
You had a lot of material. I was like, whoa. What else is there? No, just joking. I'm just playing. All right, then. All right, judge number 1 is 8.8. Judge number 2 is 8.3. Judge number 3 is 8.8. Judge number 4 is 8.0. Judge number 5 is 8.3. Woo! 25.4. All right, next poet up is Cody Scoggins, right?
Toodaloo. From my bondage, I am free. Free of false hopes and discouraging dreams. Free from the hands of the spoiled needy, the proud cowards, and the able-bodied feeble. I am free of misguided hands and pitying eyes. Free of vengeance of shared ancestors and wrongdoing dead people, of whom no person alive has met. Free of loving hate and loathing love, and those who never thought otherwise of either. Free of serving freely and happily, and where simple questions are greeted as insolent complaints. Free of those who welcomed yet speak only of departure. And finally, I am free of emotion and innocence and humanity, for those that is the price the ferryman required to take me from hell. And in my freedom I am bound by the blood I've bled and shared, be it with land, deeds, or even loved ones, bound by tender hands and kind eyes. I am bound by songs and sobs of the night, by the thrill of the hunt, and hearts of those whose strength I've shared, bound by realism that makes reality shudder, and by experiences exotic to the most hardened traveler, bound by innocence too young to know the word, and maturity too old to not teach it. I am bound to saviors, teachers, lovers, friends, family, deities, ancestors, plants, animals, yes, even rock. And finally, I am bound by the tears of those who will never be corrupted, for they live in paradise.
I think I might beatbox next. I think you're getting too much attention right now. Okay. It's partially about me too, okay? Okay, so first judge is 7.8. Second judge is 8.3. Judge number 3 is 8.2. Judge number 4 is 7.6. Judge number 5 is 8.4. I got this. All right. Nah, it's whatever. Nah, she booed me. It's like, I don't even care anymore, okay?
Do it next time.
All right. Do it one more time?
Yeah. Do it next time.
I'll do it next time. All right.
24.3.
24.3. All right. Next poet is Crystal Ross.
I want to forget who I was, become who I am. Not only genuine, but to some I'm a friend. I mean a real good friend. One you could trust. You'll never hear me fuss. They say I will thrust towards the future. I'll rush. I'll go really fast, forgetting the past like each day is my last. So give me one chance to prove I'm alright. I'll shine really bright like a sun or a light. Forever young. But wait, I'm not done. Let's sing a song that we already sung. Bing bong bong. Let's get stuff done. 'Cause we only got one life to live, and so little time to give. So let's live it up, tell the cute guys what's up. See this drink in my cup? Let's finish it up. And when I'm old, I'll say I got something done. I'll say life was so fun, and now I'm done.
Okay. We're gonna do a duet, I guess. That's what she's saying. All right, you go first, go ahead. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh snap. I think I was the more skillful part. You were good too. But the oh yes really got the crowd moving, right? All right. All right. Judge number 1 is 7.3. Judge number 2 is 8.6. Judge number 3 is 7.5. Judge number 4 is 6.8. Judge number 5 is 7.4. Did you get that all? Go. Oh yeah.
There you go.
All right. Go. Save some. All right. 22.2. All right. Next one is Lily Harper.
All right, this one's called A Trapped Mind. Trapped in a swirling vortex of the remnants of a mind, free, only to wander through the darkest depths. Stuck in the trench of regret and pain, your face floats somewhere, next to his. Haunting images tell me of a broken life. It's a harsh night, where most people would feel the disdain for the cold. I welcome it. It reminds me that I'm still alive, reminds me that I haven't truly lost everything. I may feel heartless, empty, possibly worthless, but my body still fights for life. My body still yearns for heat. I slowly drift off to a sleepless slumber, trapped in a swirling vortex of the remnants of a mind. Free, only to wander the darkest depths. A mind, once full of the brightest ideas. A mind lost somewhere inside itself. A demon dances along the part that registers emotions. Blackness clouds the eyes, and a cruel fate finds its way into my path. A hollow heart, coupled with a lost mind. A trapped mind.
What?
Do what you were doing last time and I'll join in.
Oh, the oh yes?
No.
Which one? Which one?
You were beatboxing.
Oh. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. Yeah. All right, yeah. I could do Mario too. That's gonna be next. Okay. All right. Judge number 1 is 6.2. Judge number 2 is 8.0. Judge number 3 is 7.3. Judge number 4 is 7.8. Judge number 5 is 8.0. All right. Do you want to do Mario? I'm going to do Mario. Okay. Stop. I'm done. My 23.1. All right. She just acknowledged my skills over there too. You're welcome. No, just back. She's great, ain't she? All right. Next one up is Micah Fletcher.
My name is Micah Fletcher, and the rest is irrelevant. Currently, I am at a poetry slam, which, much to my chagrin, means that most of us probably know what it's like to be hated. To have names and faces that we'd rather not remember because they're nothing more than another tombstone marking the pathway back to a past that scarred us more than the ashes we remembered burying. Tell me if I'm wrong. There are some days where you can barely lift your wings. They're heavy and cold, wet and damp with the teardrops that fall from that obscene fiery ball in the sky. And there are other days where your veins are full of kerosene, fingers flicking open and closed because they are Zippos, and your lungs are billows, blowing into a furnace where our hearts should be. A burning cathedral, born on a Monday in a one-way alley where 3 men brutalized me at the age of 7. I knew what cement tasted like. And there are other days where you feel empty. The fires burn out. Your wings dry and you are left to curl up into a ball and let your outer carapace camouflage you mountaintop, cool and hard and empty, as if the blue pills I take in the morning full of amphetamines were instead black holes and capsules sucking the emotions inside of me by their tassels till I am left undecorated. House made homeless, save its roof and a front door. Now they call some people like this whores. Houses with cracked ceilings and crooked panes, with shattered windows and faded stains. Their victimizers blame their pains on the size and colors of their welcome mats, or on the signs on the front door that read, "I am warm, so you can call me home." I know that being jumped and being raped are not the same thing, even though both are sometimes blamed on the way we dress. But why the fuck is it that in some situations I am the victim and he or she is just some broken home that should have known better than to be built in such a bad neighborhood? Are we that blind? Are we stricken with guilty? Or do we just sew our eyes shut because we're too scared to admit that we don't know how to stitch bed sheets back together when they've been ripped at the seams? It seems we don't know anymore. After all, where does the protection start? And when does the prevention end?
All right, judge number 1 is 9.9. Judge number 2 is 9.8. Judge number 3 is 1.0. Wait, 10. Okay, my bad. I knew that. Okay. Judge number 4 is 8.5. Judge number 5 is 9.5. Yeah. All right, yeah. You should have heard him. He was like, no. That is not what I want. 29.2. 29.2. This is serious. Oh, all right. Next we have Shelby Hamilton.
You tell me be myself, then you judge me for it. Be yourself, babe, and I'll love you for it. It's not my fault that I love her, take notes on my words. Bright eyes, light skin, can't define her. Never ever found one like her. Daddy said God loves all his children. And Mama said, you can't love a woman. In this world, there is no acceptance. Can't be myself without being questioned.
Judge number 1 is 6.5. Judge number 2 is 7.7. Judge number 3 is 8.7. Judge number 4 is 7.2. Judge number 5 is 8.0. Okay. All right. All right, so you're done?
22.9.
22.9. This guy is really good at math. All right. Next person up is Mason Downs.
Okay, I call this poem Grateful Care. The greatest thing on earth is that we love ourselves from the time of our birth and never stop doing so. My one wish is that we love others, even if they're not our brothers, and help them when they are low. Everyone knows the golden rule, to love others as you would have them love you. But many don't care. We should follow the golden rule, as our parents have taught us to, and help others no matter where.
All right, judge number 1 is 6.7. Judge number 2 is 6.6. Judge number 3, 6.5. Judge number 4, 6.7. Judge number 5, 7.0. Oh, she's back and I missed her. Oh. We have to wait. All right. All right, and it's 20. Next person up is Anna Mae Erickson.
My poem is called The Human Blade. She was wrong, for she was his pain, not able to walk away. A single tear, a realization, a death now known. Unable to save him the pain. The day had come, and she was too late. Realizing she was his blade, she was his ending killer. The scars now visible. She takes the blade, knowing her only friend. Realizing her fate lay the same.
Judge number 1 is 6.7. Judge number 2 is 6.2. Judge number 3 is 6.8. Judge number 4 is 7.2. Judge number 5 is 7.3. All right. 20.7. Next one is Ahmed Brox Jr.
This is a poem that I wrote when I was a little bit upset, but it kind of expresses like what happened like in my past. So this, I call it I Am. I am black. I am mellow. So mellow that anyone that pisses me off won't drive me off to the deep end, even though deep inside my heart I want to rip them apart. So mellow I'd be willing to sleep with the enemies no matter how much I don't want to. I am black. I'm strong-hearted. So strong-hearted no matter how much bullshit people spat at me, no matter how much people hated my guts, they ain't gonna stop me from being here today. I am black. I am me. Life is a bitch. A cold-hearted bitch. People bullied the fuck out of me, calling me burnt toast, saying that my motherfucking skin was too dark. People judge me for who I am. Why should I give a shit about what other people say? Why should I care about what others say about me? We have to understand that everyone has a struggle in life. We have to understand some people in life is going to hate the living shit out of us. We can't let that get in the way of being successful, building a strong community and relationships. I am black. I am here for all. If you have any of the same issues, you will understand what I'm trying to say.
Judge number 1, 8.1. Judge number 2, 6.6. Judge number 3, 7.2. Judge number 4, 7.4. Judge number 5, 7.5. All right. $22.1. You're fired. You're hired. All right. All right. Next one up is Phoenix.
So, this. All right. This is called Little Lion Boy, and this is a poem about me and my mom. All right. I remember sitting on the floor in front of the couch, your legs on either side of me, for 2.5 hours straight, your hands working magic on my scalp, taming the unruly beast. When you'd finished, it was magnificent. Back then, the twists just nestled the tops of my ears, but I shook them and shook them because I could, because I loved it, because you did too. The light dancing in your eyes told me so. My baby lion's mane. But now, the mane grows longer and longer every day without you. When the wind blows just right, I'm blinded. Turn my head to the left, 80% of my vision is eradicated. Getting the food in my hair, and vice versa, has become a much more prevalent problem. But it's all without you. I've become a delinquent and a hero, a survivor and a warning, an anomaly and a statistic without you. So now, I'm roaring. There's an angry child in a burning cathedral in my chest, and I am roaring. Roaring for every bitch, every nigger, every whore, for every leather strap across my back, every hand across my face, roaring for the hate you spewed at me as a consequence of me being me. Roaring for the scars that spread like a plague down my arms without your concern. Roaring for the nights I spent in my closet, crying with clothes hanging all around me, pretending they were friends. Roaring for runaways, for foster kids, for court date no-shows, for nightmares and insomnia, for depression and suicide. Roaring because of the terminal data corruption eating up my hard drive. And I am roaring because the cathedral is collapsing and the angry child is burning. The child, the boy, me. I'm roaring and burning in this collapsing cathedral without you.
All right. First judge is 9.9. Judge number 2, 9.8. Judge number 3, 9.7. Judge number 4, 9.0. Judge number 5, 9.5. All right. All right.
29.
29. Next person, Cheyenne. Boleto.
Well, this is a poem I wanted to say to my dad. I love you, but you'll never know. I cared, but you decided to go. I hate you and I can't say that's true, but when the sun rises, I'll be inside as it's dying. As gray takes over a heart, finding it's not worth beating anymore. And a lonely shadow will be left fading, slower and slower, consumption of a life once worth something. So.
Okay. Thank you. That was nice. All right. Judge number 1 is 5.8. Judge number 2 is 7.8. Judge number 3 is 6.2. Judge number 4, 7.3. Judge number 5 is 7.0. All right. She was really confused too. It was crazy.
I'm running out of stuff.
I'll help you out, okay? I got this. We got this. All right.
20.5.
20.5. All right, next person is Roberto Camacho.
Oh, to tacos de asada. Summer night, the weather is just right. The drinks are cold. Tonight is gonna be a good night. My tío Pablo pops open the grill, places the carne asada to let it sizzle. The family comes together. The mariachi playing in the background. Squeeze some lime on the carne asada, cilantro, onions, and salsa verde to add some flavor. The tortillas are getting warm. I just made some tacos de asada. Everybody's enjoying their tacos. My tacos are bomb. And now my uncles are drunk. Tonight's gonna be a good night.
That was a great anthem. That was great. And you didn't bring any of them tonight? I would have given you a 10 just for bringing some. All right. And the scores are 6.7 for judge number 1. Judge number 2 is 6.7. Judge number 3 is 6.3. Judge number 4 is 7. Judge number 5 is 7.0. 20.4. Thank you for getting your act together. All right. Next person up is Shayella Albertson.
Okay, this poem is called The Fiend. Early morning, afternoon, late evening. All day, every day. The idea of not having your fix is frightening. Your body shakes, your lungs start to swell as your brain is begging you for just one hit. Trying to escape from reality and gather your sanity. You cry in pain, wanting, needing, beholding happiness just for that single hit. You light up like a firefly in the sky until your high drifts away and you are forced to become sane. Your eyes fill with joy as smoke fills your lungs, clogging up the passageway to normality. The pipe is exploding with colors as the fiend is seeking approval. Family is gone, friends have their backs facing you and their heads down. What was originally for fun is now an everyday necessity. Always wanting to reach that same level of high from the first time you took a hit. The drug has consumed you, became your number one and only need. The fiend is always seen, every morning, afternoon, late evening, all day, every day, like a vampire, searching for blood. You won't quit until you get your fix.
7.9, 6.6. Oh, judge number 3 is 7.6. All right, judge number 4 is 6.0. Judge number 5 is 7.1. Woo! All right, now everyone just stare at the math guy.
21.3.
21.3. All right. You're a gentleman and scholar. All right. Last but not least, Bella Murray.
Okay, so I'm reading writer's block because I love this one. Okay. I have writer's block. I have it so bad that when I try to write a verse or 2 or 3, I just stop. I have to. It's impossible not to, because the way you look at me across the room makes my heart beat faster than it ever has. It makes my brain do circles and my stomach twist in knots. But no, that's not about a writer. That's about a girl, and this is a poem about writer's block. I look back and cross out and scribble, 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 and it hurts, but isn't that normal? Isn't that what talented writers do, crossing out this and that? But isn't that normal? No, not the way I do it. I mean barely, just barely. I can get a sentence out of my mouth, onto the pages, out of my head with a beautiful perfection, like the way you glow when I see you, shiny and new, using a simple stance to make my heart beat fast, like the pounding of war drums on the horizon. But no, that's not about writer's block. That's about a girl with desertion problems, about a girl who's been left too much. See, the problem with writer's block is that you find a problem with everything. This sentence, for example, has too many E's, and that last one about a girl was too long. I mean, writer's block. I get ideas, but when I go to write them, they get stuck in the abyss that is writer's block. Words on paper somehow, in my eyes, appear unsatisfactory, and I try, truly I do, but somehow the words just stop coming, flowing from my mouth like water. No, they get stuck in the banks of a muddy shore, like the light stuck in your eyes, making you forever smiling and laughing and joyous. But no, this is about writer's block, and that is about a girl with sentiment imperfect. I always find something, and no, it's not just the writing. No, it's everything, my whole life. I always find something in the perfect things, because that's what writer's block does. It messes with your head, screws you up, and now I'm left in my own mind contemplating this terrible thing called writer's block.
That was good. That was good. Now, from what I've been told, no one wants to hear the potato poem. Now, you should ask for it, though, because it's very intellectual. And, you know, there's a lot of ramifications of not saying the potato poem at a poetry event, really. But it's okay, it's whatever, it's your, you know, it's like bad luck, but whatever. No. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see.
Potato!
Come on, I'll do it. You got one more, okay. What is a potato? Right, you'll hear afterwards. Okay. All right, let's get to intermission. Okay. Judge number 1 is 9.7. Judge number 2, 9.3. Judge number 3, 9.8. Judge number 4, 7.8. Judge number 4, 9.6. Judge number 5, 9.6. All right. 28.6. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and take a brief intermission.
This will encourage you to come get in your seats. Trevor Blacon. Thank you.
Woo!
See, I'd always thought I was pretty evolved. Most of the problems I got had been solved. Went to school, joined the hive, got myself a 9 to 5, bought a pool, I'd arrived. What do you mean I'm not alive? But then one night I was guarding the TV, had me a fright, the real heebie-jeebies. This guy comes on saying he's a mystic. I said, come on, be realistic. He says, no, man, this shit's real. Hold out your hands, I'll teach you to feel. I said, what the hell, I've got nothing to fear. It's all just as well, and there's plenty of beer. What happened next? Man, that was the best. It was better than sex and drugs and the rest. I heard this sound through the whole of my chest. My purpose was found. I'd go on a quest. I called up my sister, my mother, my pa. Said, if you could just see this brother I saw. Anyway, hey y'all, what I got to say is, I'm off to Nepal, Tibet, Himalayas. Can't go on missing this journey of spirit. Just learn to listen now. I gotta hear it. I trekked up and down mountains, never once stopping, searching for fountains of youth, spirit shopping. The whole supermarket, from first to the last. I even embarked on a 40-day fast. Man, I was just trying the whole broad gamut. because I was just dying to know God, damn it. I met fervent ascetics and frantic Vedantics, unnerved Ayurvedics with the antics of tantrics. I met gurus and Brahmins and swamis and lamas. I was doing pranayamas and wearing pajamas. I learned aspiration. I tried meditation. I just had to leave this karmic way station. I'd cultivate patience for elucidation of this inundation of hallucinations. I saw dancing monkeys and talking trees, but nothing so funky as the pain in my knees. 9-legged fishes splashing through infinity. You're telling me this is the path to equanimity? Staring at dots and never once blinking, controlling my thoughts without even thinking? Did yoga, wore togas, live in pagodas, started talking like Yoda, even stopped drinking sodas. My body was pure, my mind was at ease. Samadhi assured me of blindness reprieve. My chakras are glowing, my aura was growing, revelations were flowing with no signs of slowing. Getting all ready to blow this samsara, feeling all heady and old sahasrara, when who do you know appearing to me but the guy from the show, the dude from TV, said, "Slow down, son, I have something to tell. You've had some good fun, but life is a spell. You've been a good sport, but you're dreaming, I fear. Get up off the floor. You should finish your beer."
All right, so it's round 2. We're gonna go to the mystical bowl and see who's up first.
Hey, will you tell the judges that they're going to perform?
Okay, so the judges are gonna perform at the number crunching during the end. So every one of them is gonna have a chance if they want. You might hear the potato poem. It's freaking awesome. All right, so but they're gonna say some stuff too. So now we continue. Bella Murray.
Are you kidding me? Like, really now? Ugh. There we go. Okay. This is called Things You Are. You are the rain which fills the sky with wonderment, beautiful, sentimental drops of warm, cold, everything water, and it flies through the air like petals and bullets, stinging your face with its icy touch, warming your skin with its sun-filled wonderment, for whatever there is always rain. You are my star, light dancing in the expanse of heavenly sky, creating the biggest piece of wonderment for your eyes while they draw circles around themselves. You are mine and I love you, the glorious poetic rainbow-colored you, which makes my heart sing and my soul catch fire, the one I can touch and never let go of. You who I am not afraid of loving and standing next to without judgment. And I love you because you are my best friend and my soul's other half, which I have been searching for but couldn't find ever. I miss you and you are what I look forward to in the morning when I wake up, what I think about when I fall asleep at night. And in the dark, I can feel your hands in mine holding tight to me like stars and the earth, the sun, the rain, the wind. They carry me to you slowly. And I love you too much and not enough because I will always love you. With your words like sunshine haunting my gaze and breathing me in, stopping my breath with your hands dancing upon my pitter-pat words of rain and lullabies. And I love you forever. I have loved you. Your stories of ashes, rising from them with brimstone and fire, ready to set and go, stealing my heart in a second, but never letting me drown, and you must be a good swimmer to get through hell-bent rain and wind like knives. I love you forever and 100 years. You are rain and wind and fire and brimstone, cold and hot and miraculous, sunny and dark, starlight and a diamond. You are mine and I am yours, and all that matters is that.
Oh. Yo, yo, yo. Up on the stage, this is what I do. No, I'm just playing. I ain't gonna do that. No. I'm not gonna commit to that. I have a girlfriend, you know. All right. Oh. Burn. Okay. First judge, 9.7. Second judge 9.6, third judge 7.9, fourth judge 9.2, fifth judge 8.9. 27.7. All right, next poet is Shelby Hamilton.
I actually just wrote this poem today. So, okay. It's funny how you say one thing and do another. We promised that we would always be there for each other. They say actions speak louder than words, and truth is, your recent actions hurt. So I listen and I do not speak. I do for you what you don't for me. I'm seeing that love isn't what it seems, but when I close my eyes, I still dream.
7.9, first judge. And the second judge is 8.3, third judge is 6.9, fourth judge is 7, fifth judge is 8. All right. 22.9. All right, next person up is Micah Fletcher.
We planted a tree in that backyard, you and I. We spent 3 years watching it gnarl up, twist, and grow into the greatest oak they'd ever seen. Every leaf was an experience we shared. Under a net in the full moon, when all the stars were telling us every secret we ever dreamed, all the truths we ever wanted to know showed. In that black canvas, we were invincible little gods sitting amidst the cradling arms of a newfound creator that learned what it meant to be ancient. We thought we were invincible. Here's a fun fact. Physics lesson. When an unstoppable force hits an immovable object, something has to give. It's been 5 years. One noose, a lot of tears, and oh my God, let me tell you something. If you're contemplating suicide, hanging yourself, bad decision, very uncomfortable. It's nothing more than another scarf reminding you that there's something in the sky that people say is gonna pull you up and take you into an oblivion you don't believe in. When yin and yang barely exist and there is no balance anymore, you sit there and wonder, what did I do? What did I do? I ask myself that question. Still, it is the last thing on my mind every night. No, I cannot be mollified and turned into something feeling sane and calm. I cannot be told to stall my feelings for something that I don't even understand when a question mark is branded in the back of your skull and somebody that you know hates your guts and would love nothing more than to kill you is the last thing on your mind every night. You wonder whether or not you're just a fool or a coward, or right. And the only thing worse than being wrong or being right is not knowing.
All right, first score is 9.9, second judge 9.9, third judge 10, fourth judge 9.3, fifth judge 9.3. All right.
It's 29.1.
29.1. All right, next person is Crystal Ross.
Push that hump back straight like a board. Tell your haters, don't say a word. They're drinking that haterade. I'm drinking that Gatorade. Still thirsty, wish they had more game. They can't faze me. I have all the fame.
All right, I got one. I work in the cell phone industry, so they're gonna be cell phone jokes, okay? What do you call a cell phone? Okay, wait. Why did the phone wear glasses? Why? Because it didn't have contacts. Yes. You'll like it and you'll laugh, okay? All right. Judge number 1, 7.7. Judge number 2, 7.8. Judge number 3, 7.1. Judge number 4, 6.5. Judge number 5, 6.5. Okay. What do you call a phone in prison? A cell phone. Whatever. You knew that one. Whatever.
You can jailbreak it.
Oh yeah, you could jailbreak it. Jailbreak a cell phone in jail. I like your logic. Explosion.
21.3.
21.3. Jake Martin.
Alright, this poem is called Life. If you could start over, would you? If you could just take back all the mistakes, would you? If you could go back to all the missed opportunities and take them, would you? I would. Why wouldn't you? But you can't. So what does dwelling on the past do for you? Nothing but hinder your future. You see, we are all sculpted by our mistakes. We are made up of all our missed opportunities. They make us who we are. If there is one thing I've learned in my short lifetime is, through mistakes, there are lessons learned. Through missed opportunities, there are greater opportunities waiting to be found.
All right. First judge, 6.6. Judge number 2, 7.6. Judge number 3, 6.2. Judge number 4, 8.2. Judge number 5, 7.7. All right. One line from the potato poem. Potato, you cut it up and skin it, and what do you get? You think about that till the next time, okay? Think of, yeah. Yeah, I know. That's why I said it. That's why. It was deep. All right, so it's 21.9. All right. I'll mess this up. Leave me alone. All right. Next one up is Anna.
Anyway, so I only prepared one poem, so this is an impromptu. Behind closed doors, I'll sing your praise, but to your face, I'll fade away. Because you're not who you used to be, and neither am I. Because you can't go back to the past, because it's gone. It's past us. We've left it behind, and we can't drag it along. I've tried to let it go. It's chained to my ankle, and I try to break free, but you follow me like the ball at the end. And I'm so tired talking about you and talking to you and seeing your face anymore, because I've tried to let you go. And it's not you, it's her. The little chalk outline that you left behind when you took her from me, because she chose you over me. Even though you wash her away and I just try to bring her back, she chose you over me. And I keep running around, trying to draw a new life for myself. And it just washes away. And it's not just the rain. And it's not just my tears. It's something destructive. And being loud doesn't mean you're right. And being quiet doesn't mean I'm hiding. And being out there doesn't mean you expose yourself and show who you are. And covering up doesn't mean you actually have something to hide. Because it's not you. It's my chalk drawing. So stop stepping on it.
First judge, 9.0. Second judge, 8.5. Third judge, 8.6. Fourth judge, 8.0. Fifth judge, 9.6. Yeah.
26.1.
26.1. You hear how cool he said that? It's like 26.1.
That's how I say it.
Yeah, that's how you say it. Next person up is Lily Harper.
I made a last minute change and I'm using the device now. I feel like everyone else. All right, this one's called It's Still Painful. Years later, it's still painful. It still hurts to think of my past. I don't even have to try to think of it. It's always just there, even all these years later. I hold my knees and I cry, like a child. I cradle myself every night. It's not fair. When I have an angel pulling me to safety, I'm still stuck in hell. I've tried moving on, but these things, they don't work like that. And for every thought of happiness I have, it's smothered in the cruelest of memories. Maybe I love him because he's a good person. Maybe I love him because he cares. Maybe I love him because under all the rubble, he saw me. No, I think I love him because his light outshines the bad, the darkness, and the evil. The evil that constantly haunts me, day and night with no escape. If I walked up to you, would you recognize me? I would recognize you. Would you feel bad? What if I told you how you ruined my life? How would you feel knowing you're the reason I can't love people the way I once did? How would you feel knowing that I can't trust anyone because of you? What would you say? I know what I would tell you. I hate you. You're evil, heartless, and awful. I hope you suffer like I have, because years later, it's still painful.
All right. I noticed we didn't give any like big ups to the math guy, did we? Did we say yay? Yay for math! Relativity. No. All right. Ready? 8.4 for the first judge. Judge number 2, 6.5. Judge number 3, 6.7. Judge number 4, 7.4. Judge number 5, 8.4. All right. All right.
22.5.
22.5. All right, next person up is James Lang.
This is Perpetual Epiphany. It isn't cool. It really, truly isn't. And yet, it's happened again. Words filled with malevolent intent spill as each finger types furiously on the keyboard. Called many things, things I deserved, things I didn't, things exaggerated, things I said that triggered such hatred from another that I do so regret. As stated from before, much of my life was spent being bullied, harassed, beaten to a pulp. And what do? My tongue gets the best of me, and what seemed justified at the moment became horrific before my own eyes. I cannot take things I say back. I cannot expect to be forgiven. I don't even call for forgiveness nor pity. Responsibilities are to be taken, mine that I shall take, and make amends? Who knows? Disclosure seem possible? Probably not. Maybe not for the other individual's sake. Am I manipulative? As much as it shames for me to say it, yes, I most certainly can be. Does it speak for myself as a person completely? I think not. My words do not lie and are not filled with egotistical selfishness as one might conclude to. No. Months and years have gone by and still I try to change the errors of my ways, even as I make more of them. To heckle an individual, innocent or not, is completely unacceptable. Whether or not it is well-deserved, there's no good reason for it. Some thoughts are meant to be concealed, if for a time or be it for an eternity. There's no justifiable excuse for torment. As Shakespeare once wrote, but should I anatomize him for thee as he is, I must blush and weep, and thou must look pale and wonder. Keep that in mind the next time you want to let your rage slip. You might just save someone's self-esteem, let alone their life, just by keeping your mouth shut.
That was some strong words. Keep your mouth shut. Potato? That's your cue. Potato, potato, hash browns, French fries. I eat them down with eggs, maybe toast, hamburgers, pot roast. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. All right. First judge, 8.3. Second judge, 6.8. Third judge, 8.7. Fourth judge, 9.1. Fifth judge, 8.5. All right. Did you like that potato freestyle? Yeah. Is that what you want? Yeah. You can't have it. No, it's
My force if necessary.
Really? Really? Nah. All right.
25.5.
25.5. All right, next person up, Beth Stanwood.
This one's called Guns N' Roses. Hey. A quiet girl steps to the mic, takes a deep breath. Dressed like an 80s rock star, feels like an 80s porn star. Makeup caked on so no one sees her shame. She takes up her guitar, plays like an 80s hair band, lives like an 80s rich man. Money piled so high it blocks in her guilt. She takes a limo to the after party, acts like an 80s movie star, drinks like an 80s radio star. Liquor used to numb the guilt. Takes the guns from their holsters, shoots and kills like a western star. Ends people like an 80s pop culture icon. Roses piled high in mourning. Takes a bow, thanks like an 80s banquet host. Sinks like an 80s rehab joke. Guests are awaiting the next act.
All right. Are you good for another one? I think I'm just going to let you give me the topic of which I should freestyle to.
Scalloped potatoes. Waffles.
Okay. Waffles, all syrupy and stuff. Yeah, I eat it in the morning. All right. That's my score, right? 8.5? Yeah. All right. 8.5 for the first judge. Judge number 2, 8.3. Judge number 3, 8.3. Judge number 4, 9.0. Judge number 5, 8.0. Read. Yeah. All right, yeah, you got served. All right, you guys remember that? Oh, it's not gonna die anytime soon, huh? That potato thing. It's all good. I like it. It's my thing. 25.1. 25.1. Someone just said hash browns and it threw me off. It's gonna be like a gang thing. Hash browns. All right. I'm sorry. I do that to you every year, don't I? I do. I taint this whole thing with potatoes. Idaho Spuds. Isabella Trent.
Is this it? This two-dimensional creature glaring through me with deep blackish eyes and hair bright like flames. Looking down, you'll see shoulders broad and jutting, hands turned backwards, hips protruding outward, legs concerningly skinny. This creature looks back at me, looking at what it thinks is its reflection. But it can't see past scars and rods and tears, the tears that I don't let anyone see because it would make me seem weaker than my body already does. Is this it? No. This two-dimensional creature is the bright pink post-it atop the blinking neon sign that screams with a bullhorn, reminding me that I am not my body. Because when I look past scars and rods and tears, I see nothing but light. And for the first time in my life, I am so desperately ready to be light. To have people shut their eyes at the sight of me because I'm simply too beautiful. And I'm tired of the sunglasses that everyone wears to protect themselves from my glare because they aren't ready to see the light. This is not it. This is the page right before the table of contents. So I make the choice to stamp the date and move ahead in this novel we call life. Because it will be beautiful. Because it will have everything I might ever want in a book. Because it is mine.
Judge number 1, 9.9. Judge number 2, 10. Judge number 3, 10. Judge number 4, 9.3. Judge number 5, 9.8. Those are some big numbers. You guys might not know this, but 10 is right after 9. Did you know that, math guy? Oh, yeah. I'm pretty much learning, you know, when it comes to math.
Isn't 10 afraid because 7, 8, 9?
It was a lie. That was a lie. You got acquitted on that. All right.
29.7.
29.7. All right. Matilda Thomas.
If you love me, if you love me, if you love me, you don't need to plant roses or an apple tree, because I want you to show me with words. I want to see it in your shining silver moon smile, see love etched across you like it flows through me, smooth as the sea reflecting blue skies and hope. I will sense it in the way time slips through our tightly locked fingers, sifting beneath our toes like sand. And I see it and sense it in the light your eyes hold, warm embers glowing in the shifting campfire when the stories from our lips have run slow and silent, and only the stars are talking, blinking in Morse code. Crickets chirping in sync with the radio on the kitchen counter that we cranked so loud we ended up whirling through the house, chests heaving, eyes gleaming, feet careening across carpets and linoleum floors. I want to show the world how peace can start with music, soft in the night, making a rhythm the frogs can hum to. I want to beat away glares and disapproving sneers, let them melt off like snow. All you need is love, and that's what we've got, no matter if some don't accept us, because we aren't the norm. We are anything but average. Our breath lined up, expelling twin whispers of fog on cool mornings. And just because we're both girls doesn't mean a thing. We fit together, two pieces of the puzzle that is this world, and we are aligned perfectly. Let's let the ebbing tide regulate our heartbeats, because I need a strong rhythm to walk with, and the rivers running into that sea sing the same melody that thunder traces through my bones, so I can stand tall as my legs will allow, and my voice will fight the current of misunderstanding like salmon struggling home.
Ooh, you tell him. You tell him. Right. So, I want everyone to give a round of applause too to the lady over there. What happened? Who's? I demand a hug after this too. And there will be ahs. And it will be glorious. Anyway, I want to give a round of applause to the person over there too who's writing all the names on the board. Joey? Chloe's her name. Chloe. All right. Yeah. Now back on to me. All right. So, first judge, 9.8. Second judge, 9.7. Third judge, 9.2. Fourth judge, 9.1. Fifth judge, 9.6. It's okay. It's okay.
28.6.
28.6. All right. Next person is Cody Scoggins. Scoggins.
Marionette. Lank eyes stare thoughtlessly, ears hearing commands and following mindlessly. You stumble on your path, faithfully completing your next objective, feeling nothing. Enthralled by your defeat, you are broken. Your mind shattered, your autopilot the only driving force in your body. You are a pitiable little contraption. Nothing more than a living doll. Nothing to consume you and muffles your cries of... Wait, cries? Machines don't cry. And didn't I say I was living? I'm alive? Breath, hair, teeth, eyes, pulse. I'm alive. Then, if I'm alive, I'm not done yet.
7.9, 8.7. Judge number 3, 8.7. Judge number 4, 8.5. Judge number 5, 9.2.
$25.7.
25.7. All right. So next person up is Phoenix.
All right. So this poem is called, well, it doesn't officially have a title. So I think it's just T, but we'll see. Who just said it's T in the key? Yes! Music theory. Okay. Tea. Not what you drink, but what you say. For me, it's how I live. Tea is everywhere. Literally in thousands upon thousands upon thousands of places at once. Think, teach, talk, try, tremble, terror, tragedy, POET, WRITE, LGBTQQIAAA, LGBT for most, or WTF for everyone else. Lesbian, 2 women, gay, 2 men, bisexual, any combination of the 2. But what about that last one? A question mark? Transgendered. A word that, for me, has become synonymous for hidden in plain sight. You see, the others have tells, picked up on by the general populace. Girls kissing, boys holding hands, the way you talk or walk, the things you like to do, music you like to play. But the trans are as known or unknown as we, desire to be. Transgendered. What does that even mean? Sometimes even I can only shrug. But I can say that it's not just a lonely question letter pulled along on the end of an acronym designed to include everyone, but only some. Nor is it just a big word no one's supposed to know the meaning of. Think of it as systematic dysfunction, as the violently abrupt destruction of what was previously known as your life and the ending of what you thought you knew as your world. As having a war zone raging on and on inside you, the inconceivable boundary between your mind and your body is the front line, the ultimate incongruency. So you'll have to choose between anonymity and pain, or self-actualization, identity, the slim chance of finding happiness and pain. Slammed up against the bars of a societal prison you just realized was constructed all around you, fighting with all your strength, screaming with all your breath. The body I possess is a lie. So what do? Stand up straight, walk a little bigger, bind your chest, act a little braver, alter your body's chemistry, voice drops, hair grows, throw on some clothes and walk out the door. Hidden in plain sight. Interspersed within the greater, more well-adjusted, greater populace, finding yourself faced with strange new terrors. Hide your ID, lest your secret become known. Just barely make it through the day, rather than brave a public restroom. So open up your eyes, open up your world, because for someone you probably know, theirs has just ended and begun. Because we walk among you. Because, ladies and gentlemen, in that exhausting litany of letters and syllables, morphemes and phonemes, the T is not silent.
First score, 9.9. Second score, 9.8. Third score, 10. Fourth score, 9.6. Fifth score, 9.5. You're too happy. So we're gonna do some judge poetry and MC poetry. Hey, it's a real one. All right, so you want me to go first? All right, they're gonna do some major math to figure out the winner. So this one is like part of a series. It's called Truths, Some Lies, Opinions, Sex, Drugs, in Middle School. So this part is the sexual part. It's pretty much two bigots, on the max. I saw one time, but they were intellectual. So they were intellectual bigots. So they didn't sound dumb. And they were being sexist, women are this, woman power, and like to second power, and man power to second power, So this is from the man's point of view. I got a woman's part too, so don't hate me. So I'm just gonna say the man's part, okay? Some opinions, little truth, some lies, and some proof. Playing, bitching, and laughing to facts. Just accept your fates knowing your blessings are taxed. You're stressing, take pills, you're nervous, relax, and listen. Some truths, some lies, some opinions I'll share. Women, I love you. You can be sweet and beautiful and can bring bliss. Can be assholes, stupid, and be tricked. For another dude, mutilate your wrist, slit change the future, the heart of a man with a kiss on the lips, yet it's always something with you bitches. Women are this, women are that, then it's good, big, beautiful, and fat. Jane Goodall, Kim Kardashian, Rosie freaking Donald, all of that. But there's a trend I see, and it scares me. That women and girls want the same rights as me. Huh? But more rights than me, kinda? The same pay for the work, the education I get, to be treated equally like they exist, to stride the street topless, but I think I'll like that shit. Listen, I have the penis and you have the other thing, but I can get used to all of that. And I'll be honest, and speak the truth, I think sometimes feminists have been duped. Clean the house, watch the kids, be good at sex, be a counselor to your man, women's work, do that. Why does that make you mad when I say that? Why does Why doesn't that fill you with pride to know we think you're better at cleaning? Your roles have meaning, but best believe women's work might be taken for granted, but just know, we trust you to teach and spawn the most powerful beings on the planet, my sister. Don't get it confused, it's your thoughts and your sisters telling you you're used. Cause you're utilized, thought as the perfect package, fantasized, good thighs, looking and loving, hair good, sensitive, adventurous, a balanced who I am, admired, desired, looked up to, protected, a princess, a lover, a mother, a queen, to balance all of my ego, a confidant to your king. So before you knock women's work, acknowledge what it means. All right, don't 0.0 me. It wasn't my point of view. It was someone else's. You just don't know him. I know I have a girlfriend and I don't treat her like that. I don't treat her like that. She would hit me. She is empowered with a broomstick. Do the dishes. All right, so any other of the judges want to come up here and share their stuff?
Hi, I'm Laurel. This is called Bravado Under the Skin. I've decided something, or I have been reminded of something. I have got to be my own superstar, my own guru. It is up to me, no one else, not the loathsome job of president, me and only me. If I don't sing my song, who will? If my life can't be a who's who in America, whose fault is that? If I don't rock my own eulogy, will you do it? There are no half measures, no second chances or giveaways. It is me and only me. Who's going to define my life? Not my husband, my family, or my disgusting past. Nada. I define me. I complete me. I have to decide to rule the universe. I am the champion of the world, me. Because if I don't give definition to the passing days that are my life, it will mean nothing. I know this mortal coil isn't lasting forever. Question is, are you with me? Are you a champion? Because I believe we are all champions of the world. I know I am. Meet me there.
There, back in, when I was a kid, there was this cafe on Hawthorne called Cafe Lena, and they used to have poetry readings there. And this is called After 8 to Lena. On my way to Cafe Lena after disembarking the 72 on the corner of 82nd and Foster, close to where my former beloved now lives with her husband, Carlos, I saw her ghost, much younger, on a bus bench, weeping. I walked towards her, steadfast, without the restrained tension I had always believed would occur. There sat her apparition, crying. Teresa never cried. Looking down at her again, her tears were audible. Are you okay? Rather than ignore me or mutter back, she broke into a diatribe against her boyfriend. He's going to kill me. The foreign words from the animated specter of my beloved reminded me of Teresa's abusive ex-husband who had stolen her tears from her years before we met, when sentimentally sent flowers and sincerely written prose fell on dry eyes. But this girl on the bus bench was sobbing. I lost the house keys again, second time this week. He's going to kill me. As a man prone to exaggeration, I wondered how literal she was, but her rose petal eyes revealed the truth to me. The 14 came, and I spent the next 20 seconds nonchalantly flashing my hour-expired transfer to the driver. I had no answer for her keys, and this was no time for Mr. Sarcastic to offer her mine. I shut my mouth and sat 3 seats behind her and took out my pen. In front of Lena, disembarking again, I handed her a note. Through the blur of her tears, it read, "I want nothing more than to take your pain away."
Can you do a drum roll?
Do a drum roll.
She does not have a drum roll in there. Hey, okay. Okay. Oh! There's a drum roll right there. Woohoo! So I'm gonna, what I will do is announce the top 5 place getters. And what I would like for you to do when you come up here is to stay up here, because then we're going to get a photo. And what I'd really like is to get a photo with all the poets who are still here at the end. So, 5th place, Firstlandia alternate, Matilda. Yay, Matilda. Oh, we forgot to say earlier that the point is not the point is the poetry. 4th place is Lily Harper. Lily. Come on up, Lily. Also a Verslandia alternate. I'm going to try to get one of these girls to be the sacrificial poet at Verslandia. Okay, so 3rd place and winner of $50 in cash would be Bella Trent. Yay, Bella. Come on up here, dear. 2nd place, $75, representing us at Verslandia, Phoenix Adagio. And I know you guys aren't surprised at this point, but 1st place is going to Micah Fletcher, $100. So I want you guys to stay up here, don't go. And then this is fun. I want to mention that White and Kennedy is sponsoring Verslandia. So 1st place at Verslandia is going to get a new MacBook. Oh, no. Micah got an iPad last year. So 2nd and 3rd places will get iPads, and they'll have other fun prizes to go along with that as well. It's not about the prizes. I'm so proud of every single poet that got up here tonight. I love you guys. You're awesome. You're really amazing. I'm always so proud and blown away by your talent. And thank you to the judges. Thank you to everyone who's here. Thank you so much for coming, and be safe on the way home. Yay.